Overall, as a society, we have to reduce our global greenhouse gas emissions to 0 by 2050. And so for us in the building and construction industry, that means about 40% of the greenhouse gas emissions come from our industry. So to tackle that 40%, we really need to focus on three things. First, around energy efficiency and building our buildings to a higher standard so that we can use less energy and emit less carbon. It's about decarbonizing the energy that we use to run our buildings. And those two things will help us reduce that operational carbon, so that carbon that's emitted by running the building. But a really important third area is reducing our embodied carbon, where the embodied carbon is the carbon that's associated with making and using our building materials. And so to reduce that, what we really need to do is to use low embodied carbon raw materials, renewable raw materials, circular raw materials that do have low embodied carbon associated with them, and make our products using decarbonized energy. I think if we do these three things, we'll really be able to do our part to get to that 0 by 2050. When we approached the 200 Larkin re-roof, we really intended to design and build to a higher standard. And so we went with our styrofoam insulation. So for 200 Larkin, what we did was we actually went back with 6 inches of our Styrofoam Brand XPS insulation to achieve an R value of 30 and in a protected membrane roof application. And we did that with our low GWP styrofoam. So intentionally using a low embodied carbon solution to re-roof 200 Larkin. Now on 100 Larkin, what we did is we actually used the old insulation from 200 to re-roof Larkin 100, again with the Styrofoam Brand insulation. So almost like a 0 embodied carbon solution in a circular economy approach. Styrofoam is an 80 years young product, and over that time we've gone through many innovations to improve its sustainability profile while maintaining its high performance. So one of the most exciting things is this recent formulation to achieve lower embodied carbon with a low GWP solution. In addition to that, we also created and helped kind of bring to life the Blue Edge polymeric flame retardant technology, which is a safer by design alternative that really transformed the polystyrene foam industry, and which of course we use in our styrofoam product today. In addition to that, we are producing the styrofoam with 100% renewable electricity via the renewable energy credits that we purchase, and we also have 20% certified pre-consumer recycled content through UL Environment. So overall, we'll continue to drive innovations like this in support of our sustainability goals and really focusing on climate, circularity, and green chemistry. For me, this is really all about just how big and urgent the challenge of climate change is. It's really about making the right choices, and so I love that we chose to use styrofoam, our own product, on our own building, reducing our own operational carbon with our own low embodied carbon solution. And so to come back to a building that's more energy efficient using our own product, how cool is that? So I think the Larkin re-roof project is really just a great and awesome example of using our building science to innovate as if our future depends on it. It's one piece of a much larger picture, but it is doing what we need to do to help get climate change right for everybody.